Yo, what is good? Why my people? What is good? Finally, we're getting to see the final little parts that our demon has set up overall. I mean, there's no way I figured he wouldn't have some kind of follow up. Excuse me, he wouldn't have some type of actual way to be ready for what was coming. Um, Even after being in this position, so close to losing, he is now bouncing back to a point where he is on top of everything. And it's funny how quickly the tables turn in this anime. It should be called "You Thought You Thought You Were Winning, Bro." Um, which makes sense because everything that happens in this show, a lot of characters just take it as malicious, or they're just doing it because they don't know any better. Different stuff like that have always been kind of a reason for these characters to be acting out. But here, we're just outright getting to see how far every single thing has gone towards the ultimate goal of the king, right? Like from having a body that was frozen that he can pretty much take over at any given time and become stronger, to having all the pillars falling and pretty much leaving no chance for the surface world to make it out alive unless somehow miraculously they all go to an area where one of those pillars are and defeat one. Like, that's practically all they can do. And if that is the case, it's not looking good for the rest of everybody because I've noticed a normal trend when it comes down to these characters pushing above and beyond. Um, he already knows he can't do certain moves because his body is so destroyed. So, what makes you think after pushing himself to further limits, he'll be able to do anything to the king, who is a threat to the surface world just by being alive, you know? So, in a sense, like the chessmate, the chess board of characters that we had, this is pretty much checkmate. And King Vaughn is definitely feeling good about all of this now that only so many characters are left, are left over. But the ones that he has to deal with are some of the most dangerous ones, and that being Pope and Dai, having them absolutely breaking down in tears to the point where it seems hopeless. We'll have to see how they overcome these unbeatable odds and end up back on top. So, with that being said, I hope you'll have an awesome one. It's been an amazing ride, and I hope some of y'all stick around after the whole series is done and over with, because your boy will still be here, probably dropping daily stuff. But yeah, it's been so amazing the support, and just knowing what y'all are feeling about all this makes me that much more excited to see it and have my own impressions on this remake, and maybe even the older version if I go back and see any small differences that may have occurred. So, overall, yeah, thank y'all, and I'll definitely be talking to you sooner than later, of course, and I'll pretty much check out the comments and see if there's anything y'all want to fill me in, or if there's any more surprises that I haven't myself talked about. Because, man, anything goes right now, and it feels like our squad is at its breaking point. Peace.